All right, guys, what's going on? This is Coach Bronson here, and we're going to talk about push-ups today and how to do them without jacking up your shoulder. A lot of people have bad shoulder problems from shoulder impingement, bad posture, doing something crazy, and they hurt it. And when they do push-ups, it can cause pain. The issues that surround how you get shoulder injuries in general is a different topic of discussion. What I want to talk about is how to do push-ups so as not to injure yourself, especially if you may have already recovered from an injury or if you seem to be fine and then something happens. All right. So basically what we're looking at when we're doing push-ups is we want to have rotation in the shoulder, not lateral extension. So we don't want to come out this way when we're doing our push-ups. We want to get that rotation. And I'm going to demonstrate first off with a squat. Okay. And here's why. Because when we're doing a push-up, and you'll see this in a second, when we're doing a push-up, our shoulder and our elbow act like our hips and our knees do in a squat. So when I'm doing a squat, notice my knee is going forward and backwards. My hips are going forwards and backwards to my body. Okay? I'm not doing a squat either turning my feet in like this and trying to squat or turning my feet out like this and trying to squat. Okay? So we're not trying to squat. We don't have our knees go push out to the side like this when we squat, do we? Right? We have our feet tracking generally forward to backward, and our hips go back, our knees come forward. Okay? It's the exact same thing in a push-up. When we're doing a push-up, we don't want to take our elbows and turn them in. We want to have our elbows, they don't need to be back against our body, but they want to be generally going backwards in that motion. So what's happening is, instead of coming down and pushing out to the side, I want you to think about pushing down and coming forward a little bit so we get that rotation in the shoulder. This general rotation. Hands start at shoulder width, at shoulder height, is level with the shoulders. And then as we come down, our hands drop just a little bit so it's more around our chest. Okay? So if you notice, when I come down into my push-up position at the bottom, what does this look like? This is my hips, this is my knees. It looks exactly the same as a squat. If you think about my back as my torso, my shoulder as my hips, my elbow as my knees, this is the same position. Okay? I'm not coming out like this and trying to squat. I'm not coming in like this and trying to squat. I'm letting my hips go one way and my knees go the other way. Okay? It's the same thing. It's much less stress on the shoulders. Okay? Instead of trying to come straight up and down, just doing that automatically makes the elbows want to come out. If you don't come forward a little bit as you come down, then you're going to see problems in your shoulders. This translates into dips as well. If you ever hear me talk about doing dips, I always talk about leaning forward a little bit, take some of the stress off the shoulders, okay? Something to think about when you're doing push-ups, let your elbows come back. Try to think about rotation parallel with your body, not laterally letting your elbows stick out to the side.